Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I got Chelsea back with me for this video, and we're going to do something that I wanted to do for a little bit since we moved here, and that is try some British snacks or snacks unique to the United Kingdom.
He's had to convince me to do this. I'm a really picky eater, so I have been putting this off.
And I follow a Facebook group specific to YouTubers in the UK. So I posed the question, I said, all right guys, what should we try? What are some special or unique snacks to the UK that we definitely have to get our hands on?
We went to Sainsbury's today and we got these snacks that Kyle's been wanting to try.
They look delicious.
And that were recommended to us.
I'm going to keep them off to the side so you can see everything clearly. We are going to do a little bit differently. So instead of just trying the snack and burning through them, I think we have six to eight different snacks that we grabbed today that we're going to go through. But Chelsea and I decided we also wanted to challenge each other by answering some questions. We've put 5 or 6 questions together that we each don't know, and we're going to try and answer them as we're enjoying these snacks here. So I'm going to start off. The first snack that we got, these I'm going to need help with names on them from Chelsea too, but I believe these are pronounced Twiglets. And it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it coming up here. So these look pretty basic. They're just simple pretzel sticks, and I think there's a couple different flavors that you can get, but these are just the original one made by Jacobs. And then my first question, what is one of the biggest challenges since we got the news that we were moving to England that you've had to face, overcome, kind of work with here? I'll open these real quick.
I don't know.
While she's thinking of an answer real quick, I'll show you these. So, real simple. Let me see if it'll focus. So these are the Twiglets.
Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge or difference for moving to the UK is I've never left Delaware. So like I've gone on vacation, but it's been 2 weeks at most. So that would mean obviously that's the biggest change. My parents always joke that when I moved in with Kyle that I just left. I never moved out. So I mean, this was like a legit move. I
was trying to describe the process too about packing the house and moving the car and getting the pets ready. Well, until you actually go through it and experience it, then you really understand it. So now that you've completed your first official military move and done it. So what's your thought on the Twiglets?
I'm not a fan.
I want to try them. I mean, they're really good. They're like just little snack like pretzel bite things, or pretzel sticks, I mean. And I don't know, I want to try it with like something else. It almost seems like it should be mixed with like something like a Chex Mix, put it in together. So.
Right.
Next one that we have is Jammie Dodgers. So let me move these up right here. This is one that, again, people are like definitely gonna try these. This looks like a standard cookie, and that's one of the differences too with the vocabulary that we've learned. So this is a biscuit in the UK, but we would call that a cookie. To me, a biscuit is like a dinner roll or something like that. Or almost like a dog treat, you'd think of like a dog biscuit, but that was funny when they were like, yeah, try the biscuits, and then, or like, oh, it's cookies. So.
All right, so my first question for Kyle is going to be, since he asked me one about our move, I'm going to say, what is one like thing that we did or mistake we made in our move that you wish we could go back and change?
One mistake.
I feel like we did them some things, and it was like, why did we just do that? That was so stupid.
Okay, so this was totally like a jet lag moment, but I don't think I mentioned it before in another video. But this was something that I was like, I cannot believe we did this. So we got off the plane after flying, what was it, 7 hours? So it wasn't that long of a flight. 6 hours. Landed in London, but it was overnight flight, and we didn't really sleep on the plane, so we were all groggy.
No, we really didn't. I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah, I had like a 30-minute cat nap or something like that. So what we were told by our sponsor and by other folks that lived here is to get a SIM card in the airport, and they're like, just load it up in your phone, and then you can immediately connect to the network and contact your driver to get to base and all this other stuff. Like, that was a big thing for us, just get connected to the internet and let everybody know that we made it here safely. So we went through customs and got our bags and got through everything in the airport, and there's a large vending machine that had all of the SIM cards for different companies lined up. So we already had 100 pounds coming over here from our family member Jane. So thank you, Jane, for that. That really helped us. So I used that cash and I started feeding it into the machine. We're trying to figure out which company we're going to go with. and I punched in the number, and all of a sudden there's a card in the slot, and then the little turn thing to push it forward. It turns a full rotation, the card kind of advances, but it wasn't at the end to begin with, and so it pretty much just ate our money. And I was like, are you kidding? I thought it was going to continue turning and then until the card dropped.
So Kyle chose one of the sim cards that like was missing the first slot.
Yeah, all of them. I don't know why I went for that one, but all of them were front facing, first slot, good to go. This one was just a space back. And again, I thought like, okay, just punch in the number and go. And so we just sat there waiting for it, and it was like, this isn't going to happen. I just lost, I think it was 30 pounds on that. So we fed in the money again, picked a new slot. Chelsea did it this time, dropped immediately, and then we did it a third time to get our second SIM card for my phone. So that was a pretty dumb moment, and one of those things like we just lost like $40 there. In a matter of seconds without really processing what was going on. So great start, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So
these look really good.
These heart shapes in the middle, and then due to the name, there it goes. It's Jammie Dodgers, so it's got some jam. This one is a raspberry flavored.
I like them. I really like shortbread cookies, and they're everywhere here. So this one's really good. It's like a shortbread butter cookie.
Oh, it's like super sweet. Yeah, jam in the middle is really good. All right, so while Chelsea's finishing her cookie, I'm going to ask her next one. So question 2 for me is, what is your favorite place that we've been so far? And kind of like a part 2 to that, what is some place that we absolutely have to go to this year?
Oh, okay. So my favorite place that I've been to so far, Kyle actually wasn't with me.
Oh, nice.
Ashlyn and I went when we had sushi in London. It was in Covent Garden.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought that area was really cool, and I wanted to walk around more. I could sound like a total noob saying this because it's not even that cool of a place, but I really liked it, and I definitely want to go back and then go around that area a lot more and with Kyle, because I think he would enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I remember her sending me pictures, and I was like, all right, we definitely got to go back together.
Yeah. But around this area, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, there's just a whole lot to do and areas to see, and I mean, driving through the Black Forest was so cool. And it was awesome. Literally like we were in a fairy tale, so I really enjoyed that. And then one place that I really want to go to, this is a loaded question, this is 2 questions in one. I really want to try and go somewhere like beachy. So like I want to go to Spain, I think, and like somewhere warm and tropical. Yeah,
I told her about Rota, Spain, where a lot of military go to, and you land, and apparently it's like right on the beach there. So maybe that's something we can check out in the summertime. It'd be cheap for us to fly to.
And a lot of people have said to go to Croatia.
Oh yeah,
I've had like 3 people tell me that. So yeah, I mean, those are 2 places. I really want to travel to places that aren't like typical, like where you think like, oh, I want to go to
not big tourist attractions, but kind of like off the trail.
Like kind of I will never go to again, but we're going to because we live in Europe.
Yep. All right, so the next snack that we have, it's actually 2 snacks, but they're very, very similar, so we figured we would just group them up together. So the first one is called Jaffa Cakes, and this is one I see everywhere. Every grocery store, they're always on like an end cap or something like that.
They look like Kyle's chocolate oranges that he likes.
Yeah, it's almost like, so this one's called the Half Mooner, and let me put it up here so you guys can see that. So, this one looks like almost like a Girl Scout cookie, I think is like the best way I can describe it. So this one is
it does have orange in it. You got me. Oh man. It says the original blend of dark crackly chocolate, light sponge, and the smashing orangey bit.
Nice.
Which I'm not a big fan of orange chocolate, so I might just try a little bit. And the other one we're gonna try is, these were everywhere as well, and for people to say we should try, they were digestives.
Chocolate digestives.
We were like looking it up and Googling it because a digestive to me is something to help my stomach.
Yeah, it was an interesting name for us, so we're trying to figure out, and we'll bring this one in closer so you guys see it. Milk chocolate digestive. The one that was recommended too that I saw is dark chocolate. We just don't really like dark chocolate a whole lot, so I figured we'll try this one, give it a fair shot.
Ooh, these are cool. So it's like half cookie, half chocolate. Ooh. Oh, and the top is like it's like spongy. Well, I mean, it says that on the side, but if you like open it up.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Mine is a lot wider, so it's same kind of thing, chocolate, and then looks like just basic cookie on the back. Another good one that looks for dunking in some kind of, I don't know what, maybe some hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Well, our questions are very similar because I had one to ask you is like which like location or vacation is like your most wanted or the one you want to go on the most.
So place I definitely want to go to. I was really excited about Germany, like being able to get down there for work and go to Black Forest and then go see some of the places I used to live.
Not a fan of orange, I'm sorry.
Orange is getting there. Here, I'll break mine so you can try it. Most excited to go to here. I am really looking forward to, I think if we get the chance to do something like Norway or Sweden. We hear a lot of people that kind of like travel into some of those towns in those areas. Really enjoy it, just awesome landscape, and I think it'd be fun to go for photography reasons. Get to fly the drone in some areas or just on the coastline, but I just think that would be like a really cool country to see that's not like super popular, but still a lot of people go to.
Ashley and Frank went to Norway probably like a few months ago, and their pictures were beautiful.
Oh, they were amazing.
I mean, I definitely am on board with that just after seeing their pictures.
Yeah. So if we can get there sometime while we're here, that'd be cool. I'm gonna try this one. So this is the, what's it called again? Jaffa Cake?
Oh, yeah, I like these a lot.
I think we're gonna switch then. Oh yeah.
No, this one is it. It almost tastes the digestive tastes almost like a graham cracker with like chocolate coating.
Yeah, it's a good comparison. These are really good. I love orange with chocolate. That's just like a good flavor. So definitely a fan of those guys.
Those are so good. I'm gonna eat the other half. Like I'm thinking like I could eat these instead of Oreos, and like I'm an Oreo person.
Ooh, that's a tall order to stand up to.
They're really good.
Before we move on to the next snack, I'm going to ask another one. Next question that I have is, what advice would you give to somebody who you find out is moving here shortly? So kind of back in your shoes, early September, late August timeframe, what would you tell them to prepare them for here?
So when, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but when Kyle told me that we were moving here, I cried.
It was a special moment.
Yeah, I think it was more of out of shock.
It was very overwhelming. That's big news for anybody.
We had like no way this was on our radar that we were going to be moving here. We thought we were moving to Wyoming, and then when he called me to surprise me to tell me we were moving here, we met up at my parents' house, and I thought we were moving to Florida. And then I pulled out a book that said England, and I was like,
yeah, I got like a travel guide to England and kind of hid it in a bag and had her reveal it.
Yeah, and, so I feel like our start here, it was like very overwhelming, especially because we only had 2 months to figure everything out. So usually when people find out they're moving to overseas, they have multiple months to figure it out, and we only had 2 months. So it was like very fast paced.
It's quick turn for us.
But I think my biggest piece of advice is definitely be organized. I feel like that we were pretty organized, like with moving over here, with the dogs and our paperwork and everything. Yeah, so really just being organized and being open-minded and relaxed about everything, you know, everything. I always tell Kyle this sometimes when he like gets worked up, or not worked up, but just on a tangent. I'm like, everything's gonna work out no matter what happens. Like, it's supposed to work out. It's gonna work out however it's supposed to. So like that's just like, and it does. I mean, we're here, the dogs are happy, we're happy, we have my car, we have our stuff, and life is good. And we're in an awesome country. So while Kyle's getting out his next one, I'll ask a question. What has been the biggest change that you've noticed since moving here?
Like in our lives? Like
our lives, or in like differences in the country? I don't know, just change. What's the biggest change you've noticed in the past 4 months?
Yeah, I think it's like our daily routine. Now with Chelsea working on base, she has to leave earlier than I do based on when the school opens up. And I think it's unique for her because she's obviously never worked on a military base before. So just working that out, and then also like trying to figure out errands at the end of the day, because I'll come home later since I start later than she does. So just trying to figure out how we normally do things. I think we were in a really good rhythm when we were in Delaware, and from like grocery running to like just normal errands that we had to do. And here it's a little bit more difficult just because of when things close. So some stuff she has to do because things might shut down at 5 o'clock and I'm still at work or wrapping up. And then other stuff we're able to do. We do a lot more, I think, on the weekends just because of that in both of our schedules.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have a routine down yet.
Yeah, we're still trying to get in a groove and just kind of figure out, how do we accomplish all the tasks that we need to for that week and then still build time for each other. Okay, the next snack that we have is called wine gummies. And this is, what is it? Wine gummies. I got mocktails. And it's a new flavor that they have on there. So this is one that people are like, it's different, but you gotta try it. I like gummies. I mean, as a candy, it's just something
but these
different.
Feel hard.
Yeah, just a little bit different. So we'll open them up here, but here's the package, and then it shows like the different flavors. That is this new series here, but see if I can pop them open.
I want more of these chocolate digestives.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this one.
What flavor did you pick?
I don't know. It's a red. I think I went with strawberry daiquiri. Yeah.
I'm gonna choose the pina colada.
Oh, so a lot tougher, I think, than I was anticipating. Like for a gummy, maybe they're not supposed to be like bitten in half, but
I taste it.
What do you think?
I mean, it's just.
The other thing is they're huge.
It just tastes like lifesavers to me, but they're just tougher than a lifesaver.
So this is one of those things you just gotta try, but I don't know, probably not top on my list out of everything we've tried today. All right, so the last snack I have for us to try is called Monster Munch. We got a big bag that had a lot of the smaller bags in there, kind of like how Fritos does theirs.
These look like Funyuns.
Yeah, they're really cool shapes. So
I'm not eating this.
Yeah, so it says huge chunks of pickled onion flavored baked corn snack.
It is a Funyun.
Yeah.
I don't like Funyuns.
But you still gotta give it a try.
I'm gonna eat more chocolate digestives.
Yeah. Yeah, it smells like Funyuns, but it smells like stronger. All right, let me see if I can bring it in a little bit closer, focus for you guys. So it looks like a hand. I'm pretty sure is what they were going for there. Try it. You already tried it?
No.
That is strong flavor. Go for it. Go
I
for
just
it.
drooled on myself.
Do it. Just pop it in. Very, very strong pickle taste. So, man, it's almost like garlic. But this is something
I don't enjoy those.
Would give you a really good date breath. You know, eat a whole bag of these. And I think they could smell you from like the next town over. You know, just walking up.
Could smell you from here.
All right, so these are all the snacks that we tried today. Which one was your favorite? If she's eating the
definitely the chocolate digestive. And the Jammie Dodgers were really good.
I just love the names. They're fun to say. It's just very different. So Jammie Dodgers, I think, were #1 for me. And then the Jaffa Cakes, I really like the orange. The texture was very different than like a cookie that we have, or a biscuit. I gotta learn the terminology.
Right.
And I think the Monster Munch was probably her least favorite. But that's a lot with the flavor. So if I can find a different flavor, maybe they're not bad. They're just Funyuns, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so this one was different. We wanted to try these snacks and just go through, just some recommendations that you guys had for us on what to try. And I'm excited for family to come and visit so we can get them into some of these or maybe send them back home for them to try.
So this is the part where Kyle always tells me that if you're new to the channel, you should hit the subscribe button and give us a like.
We'll put it right up front here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a nice little button for you to click on.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
So far, we are 4 months into our journey here in England, and I'm really loving it. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun and just kind of getting to try new things like the snacks today. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next one.